Hello everybody, my name is Pelle. Today we're going to talk about the Bantam series from Shimano, and more specific, the jerkbaits that are in the Bantam series. And I will start with one of my favorite lures. It's of course the World Minnow. The World Minnow is a jerkbait, a twitchbait that is 11.5 centimeters long. Its weight 17 grams. This jerkbait casts like a bomb. You can throw it everywhere. I love to fish it, and it runs around 1.5 meters. You can get it down a little bit deeper if you're using fluorocarbon as your main line. We move on, and I will show you the new jerkbait that we introduced this year, and it's the Zumverno. The Zumverno is a little bit smaller. It's 9.9, I would say, centimeters, and it weighs around 9 grams. This little beauty also fish super good, so it's imitate a little bit smaller bait fish, and it runs on, I would say, like 1 meter. You can get it down a little bit deeper if you use fluorocarbon as your main line. Last but not least, we have the Ember. The Ember, I would say, it is a jerkbait, but I would say also like it's a hybrid, because it has its own running speed or running motion in the water. So you can, when you steady retrieve it, it has a super nice movement. But you can also play with this bait because it is suspending. So you can just twitch it, pause it, and it runs a little bit deeper. It runs down to, I would say, 2.5 meters. And this little beauty is 6 centimeters and weighs 6 grams. So what I will do now is show you some techniques and how I fish it on the water. Okay, so let's move into when to fish a jerkbait and how to fish a jerkbait. First of all, I'm using the X-Pride 6'10", and then I pair it up with the new Metanium DC, and I use HG in the speed, just so I can pick up the slack between my taps. So when do you use a jerkbait? I like to use the jerkbait all the seasons, every time from the spring to summer, and then continue into autumn. But you can fish a jerkbait in so many ways, so I would say that's why it's so effective. So when I do it now, we have early summer where we are now. I fish it with 2 or 3 taps and then make it sit in the water. And then I get that flash boost in the bait to really attract the fish. So summertime you can fish a little bit faster. If you go to spring and autumn, I will slow down and make longer, let it sit longer. So I will wait more before I start to tap it again. And it's because when it's colder, maybe you need a little bit longer to get the fish to react. So put it down, rod against the water, make 1-2 taps. You can make 3 taps, so you can really adjust it how you want it, and like try and learn. That's the best thing. So if we move on, we have a second lure that I called was a hybrid, and then I talk about the Ember. The Ember was a little bit smaller and it's a little bit lighter. So why I would say that it's a hybrid, some in between a jerkbait or a crankbait, is because you can steady retrieve it, but you can also tap it. Both of the presentation is perfect, as long as you have some pause in between. So when I throw this little beauty, I use the new Jesse LTD finesse rod, paired it up with a Curado BFS reel. And this reel is made for throwing light bait, so it makes sense. So same time, throw it out. And when I steady retrieve it, I just retrieve it slowly so I can feel the spoon working in the water. But then I make a pause, let it sit for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then I start again. Colder in the water, make longer pause. The other way of doing it is to tap it like we did with the World Minnow. So tap, tap, take in the line, tap, tap. You can make 1 tap, 2 taps, 3 tap. Okay everybody, I hope it was a good introduction to the jerkbait that are in the Bantam series from Shimano. Hope to see you on the water. Take care. Bye bye.